This is really getting out of control. It's happened one too many times. Too many times it's happened. I would like to address a very important medical issue that I have. A lot of my close friends know what I have, but until recently I decided that I would keep it private. And now I'm just deciding that I think it's time to tell the world. I shit constantly. I am constantly shitting. The shitting is frequent, very frequent. So be it a Carl's Jr. restroom, friend's house, Disneyland, whatever, I'm always in a restroom. Always. I'm always shitting. I literally am a shit machine. That's all I do. It's getting really bad. It's getting worse. So I will explain ordeal number one. Ordeal number one involves me and one of my best friends, Fernanda. So I was at her house. I'm always at her house a lot, and I had to take a shit. It's not the first time I've shit there. I've shit there multiple times. Multiple shits have been placed in her toilet, so it wasn't like a big deal. And then I went and I did my thing, and I freaking like clogged the toilet. Like, it was like clogged. And it wasn't even my fault. Someone had like taken a deuce before, and then like I did like a little rabbit shit, and then it freaking clogged it. And I was like, what? And I was like embarrassed because they're like pissed that their toilet's clogged, and I felt really embarrassed because my shit's like swimming in there. So anyway, me being the clean human, sanitary person I am, I'm like, I have to fucking clean myself. How am I gonna do this? So I saw a thing of wipes. Me having instinct, I'm like, oh hey, I can wipe myself with this. Let me use this to clean myself so I can go on with my clean day as planned. I didn't even read the thing. I just grab it and just slap it on there, and my freaking like butthole starts to simmer. Like I felt like someone had just fried some bacon on my asshole. It was like I can like hear it like ripping apart at the skin of it, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, ow, ow. So I go outside. I'm like, I go to Fernanda and I'm like, dude, is your freaking baby wipes filled with like toxin? Why did I just wipe my butthole with radioactive material? And she's like, idiot, those are Clorox bleach wipes. And I was like, what? I wiped my ass with bleach. So I was all like freaking out. I was like, I'm gonna die. I text my mom my last regrets and everything, and I'm like, it was burning for a while, so I was like, what am I gonna do? So I called like the poison hotline, and I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what am I gonna die? She's like, no, just wash your butthole for like 15 minutes and it'll be fine. I'm like, I was like, like it was burning, but at least I bleached my butthole for free. People go to Vietnam to do that, pay like $1,000 for that, and I did it for free. So I think I won that one. Story number two. I am casually eating a Western bacon cheeseburger at my local Carl's Jr., which is my favorite place to eat. One of them. I actually have multiple favorites. But anyway, so I go to the Carl's Jr. by my house. It's my favorite. I know the manager, Martiza. We're like, I like it. So I'm there chilling, just eating by myself. I always go by myself to fast food places. Anyway, so I'm there and I'm sitting eating, and I'm like, oh, I felt a little like, gasolina chilling in my stomach, and I'm like, let me just like let it a little out, And I was like looked around, I was like, see if like no one was like sitting near me while I farted, and I was like, yeah, I was like, I sharted, I fucking sharted. So I'm sitting there like fuck, like what am I gonna? I have like a little. I had swamp ass, and like I was like, so I had to like I didn't want to. I was like in a dilemma. I didn't want to leave my Western, and I didn't want to have shit chilling in my pants. So I took one for the team, and I left my like Western like to the side, like try to hide it, and I was like, oh, don't take it, and I just ran to the bathroom, and then I cleaned myself, and yes, I sharted. I'm not embarrassed. It's natural. Everyone sharts. So if you don't shart, I'm sorry. You're fucking perfect. But you're born without a butthole. I don't know. My last ordeal with my bowel is very traumatic. It was my prom night 2013. Prom. Good old dancing and grinding and cute Asians. Anyway, so I'm there at prom, and I had my date, Anissa. She's been one of my best friends for years, and she was my date. And me and my friends, we had a group, but it was kind of separated. Like some of us went off to different groups, so we didn't opt out for a limo this time. So we just kind of drove. So I drove my mom's car. I know, right? I drove my mom's car, and I guess that saved my life because right after prom, I had a great time. Threw some glow sticks at people, and after prom, we got in our freaking car, whatever. And then we're driving home. We're like it was at the Queen Mary in Long Beach, and we all live like in Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach. So I was driving back home, and I'm like driving, and I'm like, I was like and everyone's like, "What? Are you okay?" That was like choking. They're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I gotta take a shit." Like I just was like I knew. I gotta go. I was like, I got you. So I get off the freeway. I don't even know where I am in Long Beach somewhere. I get off the freeway and I'm like, I stop and I see like a Taco Bell and I'm like, oh sweet, there's a Taco Bell. So let me take a shit there. So I go and I get off. I'm like in my tux still, by the way, and I'm like running. And then I'm like, I go open the door expecting to be open and like pull, and it's like, and there's like little like lady and there's like, oh no, and I was like, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, open the door, I gotta take a shit. She's like, oh no, I don't know. I was like, I'm like, I just gotta take a shit, lady, and she wouldn't open it. So I was like, so I was going to shit my pants. I was going to do it right there and then. I was going to crap myself, and I wouldn't have given any shits because I had to. But luckily, there was like a 24-hour subway. Do those even exist? I don't know, but it was open. It was there. It was 24 hours. Thank the Lord. And I was like, oh my god. So I just went in there for like 30 minutes. I just fucking let it loose. I just slid out like a fucking concaved. Like my fucking insides were clean. I lost like 20 pounds. And I'm so grateful for that subway. But you know what? I don't regret those. Because you know why? Shitting's awesome. Shitting is fun. You get to sit down and release your toxins. It's fun. I mean, it sucks that I'm constantly sharting, but I mean, I don't really care. It's natural. So, if you don't shart once in your life, suck it. Stupid ass.